lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is.
Evil,
Knievel.
not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go. My bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
That might have been too much, man. Did you just laugh at yourself?
You know, maybe.
You did.
And I didn't. I was laughing because I hear something new every time, or at least in this season, the intro is playing.
Well, because it's all new. We've
And
never listened.
there's laughter in the. I'm trying to peg a certain
that might
bit
have been
of laughter. No,
Okay,
not the
'cause
live
I giggled
one,
a little bit.
because it mixed perfectly with the intro. Like only experts of the show will have noticed there's an extra laugh in the beginning, but in the intro there is a laugh that I don't think is either one of us. It's just kind of fascinating. Anyway, welcome to A Little Independent, the podcast where friends talk about independent, obscure, and just plain weird movies. I am Ryan.
And I am Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
I don't know why.
I don't know how to do
it
a
like an
robot,
alien.
a robot version of that voice.
That was certainly bizarre what I did, and I apologize.
Hi, Ryan. No, that sounds torturous.
Well, you know, this episode is brought to you by foie gras. Foie gras.
What?
You can tell we're not cultured. Foie gras. I can't say it. I hope I don't have mush mouth again this time.
I don't even know what you.
I thought about eating at a fancy restaurant a lot of times during this movie. Anytime our lead actor would manipulate little mini guts and place them in places, I'm thinking like I could use a little goose liver pate right now.
It'd be charged, have to take a loan out to have dinner.
Well, you said...
Does he own a restaurant?
You said you have a tale to tell about coming here.
Yes. So pre-show warm-up. Yeah, I did mention that to you. Are you ready? Are you ready now? Should we do it? Should I do it? Okay. So I'm on the way over here doing the drive, and you watch the movie, so I want you to figure out how this plays into the movie.
Okay.
I had this premonition. I normally to put on the rock station. I just had a feeling that a certain artist was going to come on.
Okay.
And this is a true story. I just felt it.
Okay.
And it was like 5-10 minutes.
Spiritual moment?
It could be. Well, if premonition, if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm nothing. I'm sitting in the drive-through, and sure as shit, Dancing in the Dark.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and I knew, I just had a feeling that artist was going to come on. So the scene, right?
I thought you were going to say maybe either Eye of the Tiger, Hungry Like the Wolf.
No.
That's fascinating.
All right, now, so picture the scene where the boss comes up, right?
Yeah.
Where,
the first time the boss comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. What does Defoe do?
I don't specifically.
He slams the door in her face because she likes the boss, or her dad listens to the boss, and he's listening to opera. And it's, I don't know, I laughed out loud every time I saw it. He slams the door in her face, and then right after, guess what song came after? I know that's asking a lot.
Oh, in the movie?
In the car.
Oh, in your car? I can't.
So the boss comes on, and I'm picturing the scene where Defoe's disgusted with this little child and slams the door in her face because the boss, because she likes the boss. Hair of the Dog came on immediately following that.
Hair of the Dog. Okay, that's cool. I get that.
So right after that, I'm still picturing the scene. Now I'm seeing Defoe walking around going, now y'all messing with.
We got a little intro into who's in our movie. And I will say right now, I love Willem Dafoe so much. So much.
You got nothing out of that.
He is so good. And I'm truly thrilled, and I'm bummed out the way I had to watch this movie, because last night there was all sorts of internet problems, all sorts, in buffering. So buffering.
So it kept pausing?
So I watched the first 40 minutes over a span of 2.5 hours, and then I called it, and I could not watch anymore. Then I finished it today, piece by piece, while I was doing everything else. Wild ride.
That is
So, I'm coming into it from a mercenary point of view, really. I'm just handling it bit by bit. But our film today is one I've never seen. It's 2011's The Hunter. And what brought it to us? This is your pick.
It's my pick. I saw this, I don't know, a number of years ago, and it's just one of those that was in the back of my mind. You know, it's a great film, and I love the poster. So there's the two of them. The poster with just Defoe on the cover with the gun, like he's a stalking his prey.
Right.
Just total badass.
Yeah. He's really perfectly cast in this. And you might not think, I don't know. We'll get into how great he is.
In case you couldn't get that implication
I'm just
from
a super
Ryan.
big fan.
I'm really excited though that I found a Defoe movie that you hadn't seen.
And I've seen a lot.
I know. I was shocked that you hadn't seen it. And
he's been in a lot. All right, so we're going to get into our film description. So again, Todd, if you stumble upon this, would you dig this movie? Martin, a mercenary, is sent from Europe by a mysterious biotech company to the Tasmanian wilderness on a hunt for the last Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah.
That's accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then maybe something to the effect that, nothing will stop them, and there's no limits to where they'll go, to get the
I think that's
tiger
implied
DNA.
in mysterious biotech company. That's implied. Right away, bad guy, shitty. When has a mysterious biotech company in a movie ever been good? Ever. And I will note that
Note to self.
that you are,
I this homework to do.
my friend, you are an eco crusader
Well-
because you have this season brought to us a few films that are ecologically based, and I thank you. I don't know if that's just because of what I do for a living, if that's rubbing off on you, but Into the
would
Woods.
you say I'm planting seeds? Or?
This one, yes, and it was pretty. Well, the eco aspects of this film narratively are a big part of it, and causes a lot of the tension.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote it down that this is my second eco movie. I mean, I know Into the Forest, what you're saying, but so Chloe and Theo, episode 30, was completely
not even last season. You are a warrior.
No.
You're doing the good work.
I can't come out of the woods for some reason this season. So we're going from the old growth Pacific Northwest 2 times. So you had one in the old growth where we were chasing around Bigfoot.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I went there with the power out. And then now I jumped around to the other side of the planet.
Yeah. Are you all bored of
Tasmania?
Okay. Our next show is going to be Jason Takes Manhattan. Anyway, it is built
Leatherface Part 12.
Well, no, I meaning in a city. That's where I was going, not horror. All right, our film description: adventure, drama, thriller.
Definitely drama. Definitely adventure. Thriller.
100%.
I'm moonwalking
100% on that.
because it's that time of year.
It made me want to watch like Medicine Man, like the movies, where the biotech company, whoever is pillaging the land, Quigley Down Under, all these. And we're going to talk about Australia once again. And thankfully, this was filmed on location, and holy
Tasmania.
fucking balls, is this movie beautiful. I felt like it could have been Africa at sometimes.
Holy fucking balls!
You know what I mean?
Make sure we get that in the. I just want to make sure the computer
that
gets
is a staggering locale.
Yeah, there was
to
the biggest
see.
tree
It
I've ever
must-
seen in my life, in a scene in this.
Well-
Coincidentally, with the dinosaur hunter, but so this came from a novel from 1989 by Julia Leigh. How do you say Leigh? Would you
I
say
don't know.
Leigh?
Lee.
Jennifer Jason Leigh?
No, that's
Jennifer
Lee.
Jason Leigh?
Yeah, if that's the prerequisite, yeah.
And coincidentally, the author, Julia, that I just said, she came out with her own movie the same year that she adapted from another book.
Oh, so she's a writer
Coincident,
director
like,
as well.
the same year in 2011, she
Shit.
came out with Sleeping Beauty. And it's
I
not.
think somebody covered that already.
It's not Disney.
Oh.
It's
How do you
not-
get that title?
It's not. It's the creepiest film noir film. Like, what's another word for film noir? Like a art house. That's it. That's what
Okay.
I'm looking for.
You watched it?
I've seen it in the past, but I just realized doing the research that it's the same author of the book from this movie,
No shit.
and it came out the same year that this movie, and it's it was her first writer director.
You wonder how involved, because you hear stories about the novelist, their involvement in a movie, whether they wrote the script or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's their material. Sometimes you hear like they're a real pain in the ass. Sometimes not, completely hands off,
Yeah.
and then they shit on it later. You know, I just
And
wonder.
sometimes they get a writing credit, and sometimes they get based on a novel by.
Yeah, but to be like having this, well, I mean, if this came out, it was filmed, but I mean, that's a busy particular years, a few years anyway. This movie stars, we talked a little bit about this gentleman, Willem Dafoe as Martin. What's your connection to Willem? Real name William, by the way. How about that? How about
Yeah,
that?
I've always said William, even though it's wrong.
Yeah. but yeah, nickname.
Willem.
But what's your connection? What's your like?
My connection
Strongest
is
first.
Sergeant Elias. That's my first memory of
Platoon.
him. Yeah, along with your cowboy,
Thanks,
Sergeant Barnes.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Thanks to the video store again.
Yeah.
I have earlier connections to him. To Live and Die in L.A. Do you remember that movie?
Oh yeah, Kim Basinger,
That was. I remember seeing that early.
Kevin Costner, maybe. I don't know.
No.
Doesn't matter.
And Streets of Fire.
Ooh,
Streets of Fire is a movie, again, video store movie,
Yeah.
and it is, and he's just, he's perfect in it because it uses his weird face to advantage. Now, it is unique as he looks, he should not be able to disappear into roles so much. That's what struck me about him in this movie, and I'm now first.
what do you mean? To explain,
I think he's a really unique looking person. You know what I
Right,
mean? But
right.
he just really disappears in the characters. It takes like one big smile, you know, and I'm just fascinated by that because just like all the Wes Anderson movies alone, he really disappears into a role, although
Yeah.
he's hard to hide. You know what I mean?
well, there's not a lot of smiling in this one, so it's, you know, because he's got that distinct smile when he does the real big.
And this is where I've never understood the term in acting, and I've always thought it was totally douchey. Restrained. It was a restrained performance, and I get it. I really fully get it because there's a scene where he goes like full Willem Dafoe a little bit, and you're like, I see he's been holding all of that back.
yeah,
That's what it is.
Towards the end?
Yeah, it's really,
Yeah.
it just, I mean, call me stupid. His
no,
first
it's the character arc, really. Yeah.
but like, again, from an acting standpoint, I never understood restrained. And I realized like your urge as an actor has got to be do everything, do big, big, big. And
Yeah.
being small or being quiet has to be hard.
So he filmed this, you know, they filmed this on location in Tasmania, in the woods, and at a house. So they're 5 weeks at the house and 2 weeks in the woods. And one day, this is Willem saying this in an interview, he pulled 40 leeches off of himself
Yikes.
in a single day.
He gave it all. He
Yeah,
gave it all.
He gave it the bank.
So when you think of him, is Platoon, because we talked about a little bit of this off mic, like I think so just firing off things. We talked about Last Temptation of Christ, which you haven't seen, Boondock Saints, which you did see,
Grand Budapest.
Grand Buddha, I like all the Wes Anderson stuff, of course.
But then there's a little film that he does with Sam Neill called Daybreakers,
yeah, that's
which takes us all the way back to
Yeah, isn't that funny?
the little town of Willow Creek and the Bigfoot bookstore.
Yeah.
Where I likened the bookstore owner, and not a daybreaker, but a day walker, which
Yeah.
is what that was in that movie.
Yeah.
And here it is again. It's come full circle. Steve, you're back on the show.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. American Psycho, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a wasted part or not. He's the villain in Speed 2 Cruise Control.
You think the lead was like, oh fuck,
I don't know.
You know, I got Defoe in a scene. You know,
Well, no, I mean, he's also fucking fearless. You know, he's done. He's in Nymphomaniac. He's in Antichrist, which
and
is
I
like,
tried to watch Shadow of the Vampires again, and I didn't want to rent it, so I was PG. Do you remember the Nosferatu?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was nuts in that, and I wanted to see it again, but I ended up watching Boondock Saints instead.
I think that's better use of your time. Just from a fun standpoint.
Halloween's coming up.
But like, have you seen Nymphomaniac or Antichrist? Like, there
Antichrist? You mean?
Yeah.
No,
Who is the director? It's a trilogy, and any like indie movie fans are going to kick me in the nutcase.
You're not talking about where he plays Jesus. You're talking about
no.
Okay.
It's not. Now I'm going to have to move on, but it's insane. It's
Kick
like,
him in the nuts. Come on.
It's this couple, and they lose their 8-year-old son, and they're just grief fucking. It's not Lars Von Trier who did Nymphomaniac, but he's in some just unbelievable
Say
stuff.
that term again. I don't know that I've ever heard grief fucking.
Yeah, I guess that's what I could call it. Oh, Body of Evidence. Remember we talked about this?
Yeah,
I watched that. He's in it with Madonna.
Strike a pose.
And she is she's having faux sex with him. You know, like she's just kind of straddling him, and you can see his dick, his actual dick, which is rumored to be confusingly large.
Well, which makes
past where she's sitting.
Yeah.
So,
which makes the scene in this movie extremely
how is there
uncomfortable.
room for those kids in that tub? He was born in Appleton, Wisconsin. Did you know that?
No.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
He shouldn't come from Appleton. He should come from,
Who was
Slovakia
from there
or
too that we just did a movie on, and they were like from
somebody from Wisconsin,
the north end of Minnesota. Same thing. You wouldn't expect them to be from the Midwest like that.
It may come to me.
I don't remember. It was a woman, but I can't remember.
Second build, another little known Aussie actor, a little known Aussie actor, Sam Neill as Jack. What would you guess? What would you guess his IMDb best known top 4? What is his IMDb best known?
Well,
his
Jurassic Park, Park 3.
His best film.
Event Horizon. Because I want it to be in there. And let me cheat a little bit. I mean, I didn't write down the ones that were on there, but
that's okay. We're just having a natural conversation.
The Daybreaker's the only one I got.
So Jurassic Park, correct.
Yeah.
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Hunt for the Red October. He was in that.
He was in that. That's what I remember him from first.
He was a badass. He was pro-Russian.
I would like to have seen Montana. Perhaps I will need 2 wives. Or at least. So his top 4, Jurassic Park, Hunt for the Wilder People. Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
No.
Unbelievable. Taika Waititi directed.
Is it in the woods?
It's amazing. And yeah, it would be perfect on the show.
Wilder People.
Third best known for The Piano. Forgot he was in that. And then fourth best known, Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
So Jurassic 3 didn't make it.
No, which is bullshit.
And who directed Jurassic 3? Someone we talked about, and just to show it go.
Damn it!
Come on, you got it. You can do it.
There's no goddamn way.
I might have to think.
Francis Ford Coppola.
No, he was just the.
I don't. We'll get it.
Okay, all right.
Memoirs of. Have you seen that? The Chevy Chase Memoirs of an Invisible Man it rounds out his IMDb top 4.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's
his first movie.
He's got too much work.
1975 film, and it's about a murder at a commune called Sleeping Dogs Lie.
I saw that on his list. Yeah.
Really, really wild. Attack Force Z. Did you see this? 1981 Attack Force Z, starring a young Mel Gibson.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think Mel Gibson was in a lot of, some like Australian-led, action movies back in the day.
Yeah. And like Sam Neill, in the same year as Jurassic Park, 1993, opened his winery in Tasmania.
Oh, really?
It's called Two Paddocks.
No kidding.
Two Paddocks. He owns a whole vineyard.
So
I don't. That's the
knew-
worst Aussie accent. But so I wonder if it was like Jurassic Park
He
money.
knew. No, well, I mean, he knew he was going to be that big. That's interesting.
Yeah, 1993. He opened his vineyard.
I saw him in a movie in the theater, and I completely forgot. Dead Calm.
Ooh.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Great
Is that
villain
with
performance.
the face like half in the water on its side?
Billy
staring at-
Zane.
Yeah.
You remember the poster?
They're on a
You remember
boat.
the
Yeah,
poster?
that's what I'm picturing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the girl?
Nicole Kidman, another Australian actor.
Fuck. And there was another guy. Because Zane pops back up, right?
Yeah, Billy Zane. Sam
And-
Neill's the husband. On a boat,
Yeah.
good old like terror on a boat. I met this
How did I
young
let that
fella.
obvious one? I can't even believe I asked that question.
Yeah. Another movie that I love,
hey, you idiot.
In the Mouth of Madness. Did you ever see that?
No.
So H.P. Lovecraft movie. I don't know if it would be up your alley. It is super, super, and I've watched it recently. He is really, really good in it. It's a horror film. He's like a book publisher, and his like Dean Koontz like celebratory author disappears, and he has to go to this little town where this guy lives, and then it's just super bizarre.
And he's
lot of
like a
H.P.
Stephen King
Lovecraft.
horror,
yeah, exactly.
horror author.
Yeah,
Okay.
with some H.P. Lovecraft kind of like nuance.
Oh, 154 credits for Sam with 3 upcoming, and William has 159 credits with 8 upcoming this next year.
And Willem. Did
What?
you see?
I said Willem, right?
You said William. Did you see out of all of Sam Neill's credits that he is in a 1999 movie called Molokai?
Is it from Children of the Corn?
He wants you too, Malachi.
Molokai, as in the island that's sacred to us because of Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Oh, that
How
island.
quickly we forget. Yeah, and it's about like the
I thought you said Malachi.
the religious person who wanted to go and help the lepers on this island. So it's literally a 1999 film. Check it out. Third build. And somebody I realize I have not seen in enough, but Frances O'Connor as Lucy.
Yeah.
She is really, she's not in the film enough. And story-wise, we may have something to chat about that. But she is really, really good as a, well, she makes a rapid transformation in the movie. It's amazing what getting off of pills will do for you. But have you seen her in anything? Like what pops, without looking at your notes, what pops? Because I see you frantically, like your underwear is bunching. You're like, wait,
I'm like, I got this one thing.
But what do you
Ryan, I
naturally
have
remember
11,
her from?
11, count them, 11 pages for this gorgeous
Anything
piece of
naturally?
art.
That you,
Yeah. The Entity. I love that look on your face. I was hoping for that. The audience is missing out because they can't see you.
Why?
Because for some reason, when I see her,
She looks like
she
Barbara
reminds me
Hershey.
of Barbara Hershey.
Yeah, she looks a lot like
Do you
her.
see it? Can you see that?
I do not clock them in the same era.
No, they're not, because that was
no.
82.
But I do
or-
see it.
The Entity
Yeah,
was like way
that's
back. But when I see her, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's the chick from The Entity.
Well,
and I'm like,
she
no,
looks-
it can't be. It's too old.
And again, like 20 years difference. But
Right.
She does very well looking sad. I know her and adore her from a
Yeah.
movie called Timeline. And it's a book that I used to love.
Is that the one you gave me with?
Yeah.
She's in that.
About the people who go back into time. Now,
Yeah,
Timeline checks a lot of boxes for me because it stars Paul Walker and Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
And I think it's
We
legitimately
just throw
awesome.
in Kurt Russell and
If you did.
Bill Paxton.
But speaking of Boondock Saints,
But
Billy Connolly is also in Timeline. And it's a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
She's in it,
You-
but I don't know why she didn't get like super big.
well, I
You know what I
have a
mean?
little insight to that just from some interviews or from notes I took. But first, I got to ask you this, Ryan. This is really important.
Yes.
And it's like,
What's her
Scratched
first movie?
me.
I don't know.
what do you get when you cross a nuclear physicist with a pianist?
I don't know.
Frances Ann O'Connor. Her father was a nuclear physicist, and her mother was a pianist.
And
this
Sam Neill was in the piano. Look at that.
So was the pianist was I feel weird. I always want to call it pianoist, but that's not right. But that movie with Aidan Brody.
The Piano?
Yeah.
No.
Wasn't it The Pianist?
No. The Pianist.
Yeah.
Yes, that's funny. That's two different movies.
Pianist.
The Piano is where you see Keitel's dong, right? He's standing there all like, ah, with Holly Hunter. Is that right?
No, it's a World War II movie where
they just trundle a piano out there in the middle of the field and try to stop war.
He's an accomplished classical.
I get it. This is fascinating, Todorino, because
But what a diverse parents, nuclear physicists, like mega,
are you saying
mega,
it's odd that he scored a chick?
Well, you have mega brains and you have mega art.
I'd say it takes a lot of brains to play piano, so that's mega brains times 2 at art.
Right,
Frances O'Connor. And I just made a connection, which is probably wrong, but she does, I think, have a tie to Barbara Hershey because Frances O'Connor is in The Conjuring 2.
She is.
And isn't Barbara Hershey in one of the Conjuring movies as the mom?
Oh, I hope so.
So I think there is. We can look it up later. But
I hope so, because that would be awesome. I have to watch those two in the same movie then if they are. I have to see
believe there may be a crossover. Frances O'Connor, we just talked about her movie, the big one, Mansfield Park, recently.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Because that other woman directed
Patricia Rozema from Into the Forest.
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
You're so fast with that.
It just struck me as...
Yeah. And
when she came on screen,
it's
I was
all
like,
happy accident.
Yeah.
It's all just organically natural. See, when you
what happens
when
in
you
the
go in
woods.
the woods for 3 months, like I have,
you find porn and serendipity,
and no power to, so the porn doesn't do you any good.
That's a good shirt. Porn and serendipity. I don't know what it looks like.
Porn and no power. Well, I guess porn could be in book form, right? In magazine form.
This was written, as you mentioned, based on a novel by Julia Lee and written by Alice Addison, and by all accounts, her first film, which, holy shit. Well done, Alice Addison, because I think the writing this, specifically the mumbling of the kids and the wonderful accents, this movie's written, I think, really well, but could be seen as written very poorly. Do you know what I mean?
So she's one of the screenwriters.
Correct.
Yeah, because I didn't write that.
Oh, you didn't? Out of 11 pages, not the screenwriter. This is fascinating.
I just included the director. Oh, fuck you.
This is fascinating.
I don't have a laptop in front of me where I can just scroll and act, Mr. Smarty. Look at. I just know.
What
everything.
else would you like to know from my laptop?
What porn channel you have? Or channel?
I don't.
Jesus.
Not a porn channel-y guy.
No,
and I just have the old mental porn.
The old bank.
Directed by Daniel Netheim. Also first film.
Yeah, so there's a great story. So he's writing this and adapting the book, and he actually was picturing Willem as he was writing it. As he got a little bit, he had to picture a face to write it.
So around 2010, maybe, or 9?
And then he got the script to him. And so Willem liked the script and then calls him up and has a meeting with him. Because the guy's done all TV. All he had was a couple of shorts and TV episodes. And it's William Dafoe. He's got to know he's in good hands and that he's not wasting his time. So they get together, and
so this guy's getting interviewed.
And the director's like, "Do you want to see one of my student films? It's more in line with what this is, because this is his first movie. He's got fucking Willem Dafoe in front of him, which would make everything, and it did. So yeah, he liked those, and then after hearing his vision and that the guy had complete control of this, beginning to end, the character arc, and he already had all the stuff scouted. He had been scouting it for like 10 years. Or at least in his mind, what he wanted it to look like, and then have a scout, help them with some of it. But so he sold Willem in that meeting, and he signed on. Yeah, and then that also obviously helped get the Dr. Grant.
And also the idea that it was being filmed in Tasmania I had time to watch a couple of little interviews with Willem Dafoe, and I like how articulate he is. He seems fun and can down shit very serious very fast, which for an interviewer is probably pretty scary. I don't know. Maybe he's not intimidating to interview.
He's got some Sean Penn in him type of thing. Like he could come out of his chair and just attack your ass.
I honestly think he is quite the opposite, probably like kind to a fault, but
but from all the stuff you've seen him in, there's like
he can be
this
intense.
guy. Yeah, this guy could come at you. Yeah, like there was a firefight.
Oh God, he is so freaking wonderful. But the idea that it was being shot in Tasmania, not for a vacation, but he said if this was being filmed on a backlot in LA, no way.
Right. I saw that same. Yeah, he wouldn't have done it.
You did see that same one?
Same interview.
Awesome.
Yeah. Am I tapping myself on the back?
You're good.
Is that you want to hear it?
1 hour and 40 minutes, and I will tell you, even the way I watched it, the fucked up way I watched it.
Yeah, that's so wrong.
I could have used it. It was perfect timing. I could have maybe used a little more time with Lucy, the Lucy character, but I think good runtime and probably for budget purposes, you know. But I don't think anything was super lacking.
I don't know. I just wish he could have sat beginning to end.
This is really bothering you? It
Yeah.
is really bothering you.
Because that was your first
in a dark
experience
room with my pants off.
I don't care about that. Yeah, you can take them off.
All right, tagline. You were talking about the posters.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. There's 2 children in this movie that are stars of themselves.
They are good. Go for it.
They steal the fucking show.
Go for it. They do.
You skipping over the kids. Shame.
No
on
time.
you.
No time.
We got all the time in the world. Just like James Bond said. From, what was that movie?
You know what?
The one-off James Bond. They played the song, "We got all the time in the world," and then they die.
You know what's interesting about that? You know what's very interesting about that?
No, is it going to tie into the movie?
Yeah. Well, on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Thank you. I didn't know the name of it.
And one thing that Sam Neill was almost cast in was that movie. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, I read he was Living Daylights and another one he was up for.
No. So you can look it up online. Back in the 60s, right? So after Sean Connery, they did screen tests. You could see these online.
Okay.
Sam Neill and I'm going to think of the other person in a second. James Brolin.
Oh.
So they both did screen tests. These are online, and it's wild. And yes, James Brolin is American. He was doing a British accent, and I say between the two of them, Sam Neill has had some edge. Like,
both him, Sam Neill, and Frances O'Connor were born in England, and then as children moved to Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, so they're both Brits. Okay, so the kids, there's 2, the brother and sister. Sass is Morgan Davies with 20 credits. Ryan, I get to do it back to you. Have you seen Morgan in any other movies?
No.
I think you have.
Oh, really?
Shit. I think you have.
Okay.
If you haven't, there's something wrong in the universe.
Darn, okay.
Yeah. He plays Danny in the 2023 release of
Dr. Sleep?
Evil Dead Rise.
Oh,
you had to have seen every Evil Dead movie.
I have.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Danny.
The girl in this? The girl in this movie, Sass?
The child,
Yeah.
Sass, yeah.
Yeah, is in Evil Dead Rise. Fascinating.
Yep.
All right.
And,
so, like,
Morgan
this is
Davies
2011.
plays Danny.
That's super cool. That is super cool. That movie was rad.
I didn't see it.
I know. Hot podcasting, Todd. Yeah. This is what they tune in for.
Well, I knew you had. You're the horror king with an H.
Yeah.
I don't know about the W part.
You know what? If you just one off an Evil Dead movie, I say jump into that one. Not kidding.
No, I love the first one.
That's sacrilegious.
First one wasn't that creepy as hell.
There's not that many. Watch them all.
I've seen the first one.
And
a few times.
The boy I call Creepy, he's named Creepy in my notes. What's he in?
Finn Woodlock 13 credits, a bunch of shorts, short films. He's got The Turning he was in, that Cate Blanchett and Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving, yeah.
Yeah, were in that, but I don't think that was a major role. So he hasn't had a lot, but he won an award for his performance in this one.
Yeah.
So
He
an Aussie award.
is fantastic in this.
He conveys with his face like
Yeah,
exactly
I know.
what you need. Yeah,
It's wild. The
because
movie
he's a moot.
The movie is again quite beautiful, but I like how it starts because you have to set kind of a tone for Willem Dafoe's character. His name is Martin. So they have him at an airport hotel. I like how they establish that. I guess I'll ask you, like they is he a real hunter? Because they set him up as a little bit prissy, a little bit not.
Yeah.
You know, he's a bather, which, I don't know is important, but he's listening to his iPod. He's refined. He listens to classical. So what's your take on...
They intentionally don't, tell you his background, but you definitely get the mercenary feel.
So it's meant like he's a high-end...
As the movie, yeah, he's
I guess.
he's a fix-it. He gets it done. He kills who you need to be killed.
Yeah.
He without making it look like a suicide or whatever, that kind of thing. But the first 4 minutes of him in the hotel room, they establish so much without a word being spoken.
Don't you see him more as like a corporate mercenary though, not like a...
No, he's got all the bushcraft skills. He's doing
You get that, but he like kills people because he's got a huge moral compass. I don't think he's like a murderer.
No, I think that was his character arc because did you see the bar scene where he
Interesting.
grabs the guy by the throat and
I was
drops
wondering
him down?
about a little bit about that.
That was showing his
Like if there was
his
some in
kill
him. Yeah,
factor.
yeah.
Like he could have killed him.
That's the whole thing that I was
Instantaneously.
grappling with is he a that
Yeah.
kind of mercenary like slitting throats, in Cambodia or in an alley in Jersey somewhere, or is he just like a corporate mercenary?
Right. I got the first
Interesting.
version for me, but they do leave that open to you. They don't go
Right.
And he, the director said he wasn't going to do any flashbacks, and he wasn't going to do any voiceover.
Yeah.
and that's probably
So
Defoe was
why-
like, "Damn right, you're not."
I'm curious in the scene he gets himself in the bath, he immerses himself, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, he's gonna open his eyes, and he did it. What was up with that?
The phone rang.
Is that was it?
Yeah,
It just
because he'd been in that room
I
for
didn't
2
clock
weeks.
that.
He'd been in that hotel room
Maybe I
for
was
2
buffering.
weeks.
Oh, so he is just sitting on his hands waiting for
Yeah.
Red Leaf Biotech to
And the-
call
and
with
the-
a job.
Yes, in
Holy
the middle.
balls.
Well, yeah, and they call him the middleman, the guy that he meets with.
Right,
He's
right.
like, "It's Paris. See the sights." And he's like, "I'm here to work," in his mercenary voice.
So yeah, and that's one of those things I think they do establish is he's serious, he's methodical, meticulous.
Well, yeah, that shot of his razor and comb and all
Yeah.
that set up like perfectly lined up. That was that 4-minute montage that like gave you his everything inside
Yeah.
of his head without saying a word. And then,
so there's
his first words that he says when they meet.
Well, they're talking about and they introduce the henchman who's he's like a henchman from Batman versus Superman.
Oh,
I kept on writing him down as the Superman bad.
yeah, I called him Merc 2.
Mark II is Soup's
and
bad.
he being Merc 1, but the first thing he says is, "Who's he?"
Yeah.
He doesn't even like say hi. He doesn't say. He just like, "Who's he?"
and
Like,
two
I work
is,
alone.
two is a security risk,
Yeah.
and I guess it makes some sense.
Well, he's like, "You got all this vast area to cover. We don't want any mistakes." And then he gives him so don't make any.
yeah. It's cloak and dagger. It's
I'm Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
So don't make any.
Yeah, it's a good line. It's well delivered, and I was really a little bit foggy about the stakes. Like it felt like I was kind of trying to guess what they wanted this thing for. And I was kind of right.
before he told, because
Yeah, I was
he
kinda right.
lays it all out in that
Yeah.
voiceover. The whole hair sample, tissue samples, and then
Yeah.
and then burn the rest.
Burn the rest.
He just says destroy,
Yeah.
whatever, so that nobody else can get it, so that they'll Red Leaf. What do you think of that name for the biotech company?
Yeah.
Red Leaf.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it's
what they
opposite of a
like
green
when
leaf.
you're
It's blood on the leaves.
Yeah,
I thought.
after you shot an animal and you're
Yeah,
tracking it, you know,
yeah.
you got a red leaf. Yeah.
So it's a Tasmanian tiger, which is a weird looking thing. It's a definitely
And it was a real
compelling
thing, you know.
looking animal. And yeah, that's why you could be looking at the subject of the movie, being like, oh, that's fake. That's fake.
And then the footage on there is actual footage of the last
Yeah.
tiger in captivity.
Right.
But they're not actually a tiger, Ryan.
They're not.
No.
This is fascinating.
What they were was a carnivorous marsupial because they have a pouch. And of course, when you're down under, most things have a pouch.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, there's evidence about there having been sightings. That's what's kind of conflicting about the movie is, so there's high stakes about this because one, there's a lot of money to be had capturing something like this alive, right? Or
so he says there's been 2 confirmed sightings or locations.
but then everybody is saying nothing. Right, that's a myth.
in the movie they do reveal those 2 confirmations. One of them is when the two tree hugger, what do you call them? Greenies. The 2 greenies
right.
guys say we got hired by the government.
Yeah, that's
because
later. Yeah.
the National Forest found some
footprints.
tracks. And
which
the other
he finds,
was,
I wonder if it's the same prints he finds.
Yeah,
that he kneels on.
Yeah. The other was Jarrow had reported.
Yeah.
Because he told
creepy.
Sass.
He told creepy.
Well, he told creepy everything because he
Yeah.
doesn't repeat it, but Sass also knew.
The setting that there's this one early shot. I was
Why
thinking
you calling him creepy? Like
I don't know, because he doesn't
Bike.
talk and he's
His
just
name is-
staring. He doesn't blink.
Bike. Yeah, he would have been good in The Shining.
Well, a lot of this is very Australian. You could have put him in a Road Warrior movie and it would have been just fine.
Give him a mullet.
Yeah.
And put it. What,
every Australian movie is just one notch towards our Mad Max film.
what was the kid with the mullet? That was Beyond Thunderdome?
All of them.
No, you don't know. He runs down in the
There's
hole.
one in two. That's 2.
He throws the boomerang.
That's 2.
That's 2.
It's 100%.
You're a magnificent beast.
No, but there's a lot of mullets in Beyond Thunderdome too, so don't worry about that.
Including our star.
He's
not our star.
He's been
Star.
put up in a in a home.
Yeah.
Near a town that's got that it is surviving on logging. So like you establish, and it's kind of slow to establish some of the finer details about these things, but he's come upon a house of death because there's not a lot of
That was your
happiness in
first
life.
take of it?
Yeah, one of my first notes is like, what's up with his mom? She's sleeping all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well,
shame on me.
Could you tell she was
She's
drugged?
grief sleeping and in a drug haze. Well, no, like it's intentional where they're just not showing her at all.
Like
and I'm
she's
thinking,
just not getting out
feral
of bed.
kids raising themselves, generator doesn't work, and he says these lodgings are not suitable. And I'm like, no shit. What are you gonna do?
But they showed that. I laughed out loud almost every time I seen it. Like, so that little sequence where he gets there and Sass just starts dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah.
There's no effing power. There's no effing hot
Yeah,
water.
you fucking fucker. We're all
Yeah.
fucking fucked.
So there's no power, so he can't use his laptop. The tub has got so much filth in it, you're going to throw up.
Yeah.
And he turns the water on, nothing comes out, and she's like, there's water in the cold tap, and the bathroom's outside. And then immediately it cuts to him going out the door with all his stuff and leaving. And it was just so...
He's a...
it's just good writing.
He's got things that he needs to do. This is 2011. I think it's meant to be in 2011, so technology is a thing. He's got... what stressed me out... and why I couldn't do any of this is all the teeny work, all the map work, all the little lines and graphs and all the reporting. It's so much minutia that I'd want to just keep walking like he does. Like so much walking. That appeals to me. There are certain things that appeal to me in this, like waiting outside of a cave for like 9 straight hours still. Can you imagine just like
9 straight days he was out there?
Well, and that's what I have a question about this movie. He was supposed to be in like 12 days? Does it take place in 12 days or 2 weeks or 3 months?
Well,
How
he
long
kept
is the
coming.
movie?
It felt like he would say he'd go out for 12 and be back for
But he
2
keeps
because
coming
he's got
back.
a report. He keeps because there's a trigger event each time that makes him come back.
Yeah.
And we'll get into what each one is, but
Don't have to.
he goes back to the house 8 times. So there's 8 visits to the house. Did
Wow.
I mention I took 11 pages of notes? Did I?
I'm going to keep asking why. I'll keep asking why.
Yeah.
People.
I'm not loose. I'm too uptight.
The locals do not like him. The local bar, he comes in
because
and well, I think they have assumptions about him.
they're loggers.
Well, I know that, but why don't they assume he's got a beard? He's rough and tongue. Why do they assume he's not one of them?
He's an outsider. Yeah.
What does he have to just come in here, chucking a boomerang like, g'day, what we doing?
When an
We
outsider
logging tonight?
shows, all there is logging in that town. He's not one of them.
Well, and I love how
so that means he's either a greenie or he's a scientist
So
in this
they're
case,
just like,
which is a
fuck
greenie.
you if you're not one of us.
Yeah,
That's
we're
a
gonna
shitty way
fucking
to
kill
live.
you.
That's a shitty way to live. No one
What about
nobody
that
likes their town.
place made you think it wasn't shitty?
Yeah, for sure. He goes in the bathroom, and I like how like they're really throwing it into your face. If you didn't get that there's beef in this town, there's a sticker on the autumn, like the hand dryer.
Yeah.
That's like a eco sticker, and then
Save
it's
our
crossed out like
planet.
jobs. Yeah,
Save our jobs.
I get it. There's a bunch of people who logging,
Right.
their whole lives depend on it. Their families depend on it. So that's real.
Yeah, and even more beautiful about it was real. Like they went to the actual spot. There is real beef between the greenies and the loggers there. This is like real life. And they use the loggers and the greenies in the movie. So like when he's driving through and those badass guys won't get out of the way and he like slowly kind of bumps them out of the way with his car when he's going back.
Yeah.
That scene, those were the actual loggers. And when they first showed up on the scene, it was just like that first scene. They like, who the fuck are you? You're a movie set.
They didn't send him a memo? No advance notice? Loggers don't have email? www.logging.com.hotmail?
This is 1884.
This is 2011.
Right, but in Tasmania, old growth forest, it's 1884.
Yeah, but he has like
hasn't changed.
GPS.
It hasn't changed much.
He's got full tracking.
Not the loggers.
Then they can't find the right trees.
Don't step on my territory.
They're goddamn idiots. That's what they are.
Are you using steel traps?
I don't know.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I was legitimately, I Yahoo'd.
When he lied?
At a part of the movie. I'll tell you when. The idea that are you a tub man? You a tub man? He
No,
tubs in
I'm
the
a shower man.
So, well, there's no choice. But I love how
Right.
he goes to the local market.
Yeah.
And he buys a bunch of cleaning supplies and he scrubs their tub.
Yeah, because they won't give him a room. He's got no choice but to go back.
Oh yeah, because he's like, ain't no room here.
You want a
for
room?
Yeah, that's right.
Can't have
Fuck
one.
you. Yeah.
Fuck you.
And he goes back and he cleans the tub, and I loved, and I will say, just full disclosure, I loved how this movie arced. I really liked the relationship that develops. And
Yeah.
it starts with cleaning the tub, and it's symbolically, lit up by him repairing the generator. But he just slowly brings them back to life, and metaphorically back to life. And I like that it starts with scrubbing the tub.
And he had to do it. His sole purpose in the beginning was simply he had to have power for his laptop.
Yeah.
To report in,
Yeah.
right? Because there's no place else to stay in town. They were all like, fuck you.
Yeah.
All the rooms are taken.
But I like how he slowly. He's
But
never
it's-
mean to these kids, and he slowly lets
You
them
should
in.
You should knock. Like, Sass just fucking walks in.
Well, I mean, it's her house.
I know, but it's
And
hilarious.
there's no mom, so
yeah, there's no.
I was like, no
Mom's
mom,
comatose.
no dad. You have Jack Mindy.
Who shows up?
Fuck you, Jack Mindy.
Yeah. He's got he's got one of the creepiest scenes ever.
How about seeing Sam Neill as a motherfucking cocksucker? That's what.
Yeah.
I was furious at Sam Neill in this movie. Furious.
Yeah.
You fucking dick face. Ooh. And the way he. I watched this movie in pieces today. I mean, this is fresh. So, like.
It's just a thriller.
Anyway,
So
Where's
Sam's
the dad? Where's the dad? That's what I'm asking. Where's the dad?
Yeah. And what's wrong with why mom won't get out of bed?
But did they show a photo? There's a photo. He finds a photo, and there is a dad.
Well, Sass gives him a photo of it. So Sass says, "Are you here looking for my dad?" He says, "No."
Yeah.
Here researching. So this is his cover. He's researching Tasmanian devils. Like what hasn't been researched about Tasmanian devils? I don't know. Maybe there's you can make up something. There's
cares.
a disease they have or something.
They hear scientists and they check out.
So he's talking to this 10-year-old girl Sass, which is her made up name, and he's like telling her because there's no mom. She's gone. She's comatose. I'm going out for 12 days. I'll be back for 2 to resupply. Here's my coordinates. And then she's like, here's my dad's picture. Let me know if you find him, tell him to come home. So that's where we find out. But here's this 10-year-old negotiating. Like she's the friggin' adult there. And then and he's like, well, when your mom wakes up, she goes, I know, 12 days. Like it was, she was a little spitfire.
Put
man.
her in a room with the girl from Psycho Gorman and see what kind of fireworks happen there.
Good call.
Like let them remake Thelma and Louise, like a teen version of
versus
it. No, together.
They team up.
Yeah, that would be a powerhouse. That's a kids movie or a tween movie that needs to be.
Yeah,
made.
Spy Kids 12.
Well, Jack is a guide of sorts, and he's misunderstood in that he gets them past the checkpoint, as you said. They get to this beautiful overlook, and Martin's like, I'm on my own. And Jack kind of pissily goes away, and I guess I could see why. And I know why even more so, because he's a shitheel. And he's wanting to keep some tabs on this fella, but...
Yeah, and we don't... they don't reveal it till later out. He just shows up and says, I'm your guide.
Yeah.
And, he says the college... Yeah. The college said you needed a guide. And he's like, oh, really? And he can't blow his cover, right? Because he's a scientist from a college.
Yeah.
He can't say...
I got it.
Yeah, so he only goes so far. And then he takes him to that amazing cliff top view.
Which I like how he locks his car before. They make a point of showing you that he locks his car, which... serves him no good anyway.
Yeah, I think the loggers figured out how to get in.
But he's affirmed. Why does Jack affirm him? Because he says, I've seen the Tassie Tiger, and he makes the sound like you said. But why does he?
He said it was when he was a kid, so it was like decades
it was
ago.
when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. So
did you hear from your favorite movie, Jurassic Park 3?
It's just my favorite movie in that series.
When he. Of all time, it surpasses all your Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
So when they lock that raptor in the cage and they're running away, and the raptor stares up, it goes ow, or the ow.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Uh-huh.
It was like the same sound he was imitating.
It was really
what I was
fast.
hearing.
I didn't hear. It was just kind of weird. I don't know. It was fast when he imitated the sound.
Damn that.
But it didn't.
Damn your internet all to hell.
Well, it didn't pay off because you never really hear. You don't really hear the real thing. You know what I mean? So I wish it would have paid off.
If you had one sitting alone with it all, you would have absorbed.
Oh, God. Oh,
damn your internet all to hell. You blew it up.
So Martin is smart. He kills an animal for its guts, and he's setting little discreet... discreet.
I think it was a wallaby.
Pate traps. I like how he's getting some foie gras.
Well,
and he's
foreshadowing
livers places, and he's making traps. And I get it.
And they're actual. So they were actual traps that he learned from the bushcraft guy.
Yeah.
And actually how you make them. It was very cool to see that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's the real shit right there.
So he's disturbed by a gunshot, which is that what that was?
Yes.
So do you think he was meaning to go back that first time?
I think it was the loggers after they destroyed his car.
I know it was, but
for him to come back to his car.
Do you think had that not happened, would he stayed out for the 12?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he goes his car, and I love how they put shit. They wrote,
but how he played
Greenie.
That. Yeah.
But now, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I thought it was mud until he.
Well,
and
obviously
his
he reacts
reaction
to it. But are you thinking what I'm thinking? Like which guy, I'm thinking it's Jocko or whatever his name, he gets up, right? Did they bring the bag of shit? Did they shit on the hood? And then who started writing with it?
Oh.
Because I would have thrown up a billion times and would have been like, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
Let this guy live his life.
I think those loggers can shit on demand.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
they
where
have no, like, I can't.
I
can't do that. Like,
I'm not a
if you go out, I'd not shit for 10 days. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be like your body is like, oh, hell no.
I just think about the prep. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
hate anybody enough to do that.
Somebody put a glove or a
Yeah.
bag on their hand.
Yeah.
I hope.
Well,
And just wiped all
I'm
that.
fascinated now because he goes home and Sam Neill meets him there or home his place.
This is the creepiest scene of all.
Okay.
And
Go.
you probably didn't
Go,
clock
go,
it.
go.
So, all right. I know I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to miss anything. I'll just go.
But
just
it's okay.
let it fly.
You're forgiven.
I'll just let it fly.
Yeah. After 59 episodes,
open
you
out
can
the
probably
fly.
relax your sphincter.
I'm opening my fly. Here we
Okay.
go.
Do it.
He walks in, and we could call him Sam Neill, but Jack
Mindy
walks out of a
Motherfucker.
bedroom.
Cocksucker.
Whose bedroom was that he
Jack
walked out
Mindy.
of?
He was walking out of Judy's bedroom
He walked out of Mom's bedroom.
after giving her.
And
What are you saying? What are you
I
saying?
am saying,
What are you saying?
he would have served 30 years to life
Oh, he's rape molesting
for
her.
what he's been doing to her and he played it perfectly. He's like, oh, you're back then. Because he came back early. The husband coming home from work early and Mama's in there.
Motherfucker.
He was in there.
Jack Mindy, you
And that's
fucker.
why he got so upset later on.
Holy shit,
You know, when he
dog.
calls Red Leaf and all that?
Holy shit,
Because Defoe is taking away his squeeze box.
But she's drugged and unconscious.
Yeah. Hey,
What a motherfucker.
you're in the back. You're in Tasmania, baby. Take what you can get.
God. He's the Bill Cosby of Tasmania. What a fuckface. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was Mom's bedroom, and he was in there doing the nasty.
All right, so what he did was he leaves
I'll
us.
bet I would bet that's in the book that way
Yeah.
because of the way he played it.
Well, so
That's
so
how I took it because he was
leaves
like surprised he was back. He's like, "Oh, you're back then."
yeah.
He came out of her bedroom.
He leaves a skinned chicken for him and says dinner's here."
Dinner's on the table.
So essentially, it would have been the kids who, or he would have made it. I
Yeah, that's
guess,
how he's
'cause he
taking
would've
care of
stayed
those
there.
kids while he
Gotcha.
begs Mom. He just throws a dead chicken on the
That's-
table and says, "Here's your dinner, kids."
Okay, so you're Willem Dafoe's
Not even
character.
cooked, just
you're Willem
dead.
Dafoe. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So he makes dinner. Clearly makes a wonderful dinner.
Yeah.
They're at the table having it.
Yep. And then
What
it's,
a guy.
And then it's bath time.
So, and you think that's a murderer? You think that's a murderer? Day one
I think
makes a beautiful meal.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. There's been many of mafia hitman documentaries, and they are all about protecting their family, taking care of their family.
Yeah.
But then they'll go out right after dinner and kill whoever they're ordered to kill,
Yeah.
and then
All
come
right.
back and take care of their family.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm with you. Yeah.
It's a thing. It can happen.
Why does he finally get the generator going? Does he have a reason for that?
His laptop. He's got to report in.
So
he's got to.
That's
He's got to
what
send
makes
in.
him do it.
Yeah.
And you know, a scene that really got me, or
course
maybe the implications of it, when he gets the generator working and he has a little help. He has a little helper. It gets going, and it feels like she just let that generator die out in the middle of a day and just did not get back up.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, the
ran out of gas.
Springsteen song starts, but
The
way
record
it was
player was
shot
still gone, yeah.
was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Well,
Like,
how about the
maybe
kid
'cause
doing it? Did you?
Yeah.
He putting his hand, I guess, over the carburetor. He was creating compression
knew exactly what
because
to
he watched
do.
Dad. He worked with
Yeah.
Dad, and
Creepy.
He's smart as a whip.
But the way it's played is so touching. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
So,
But then sad. The song comes up and you're like,
hey, little
she
girl,
just,
there's a dad
she
at home.
just stopped.
Oh my
and
God,
it brings
the
her
lyrics.
out of catatonia.
That just hit me when I said that, sang that out loud. Hey, little girl, is
I
your
know.
daddy home?
Yeah.
No, he's fucking shot in the head
It's a
out
travesty.
in the back
It's a god
country.
damn travesty. That's what it is.
I didn't even realize the lyric for that.
That was the first
right
thing,
then.
because you knew Dad's dead. And that's the whole thing I'm thinking.
See, you watch movies completely different than I do.
But, I didn't see a lot of things here. Or little nugget in the back of my head, Dad's bad. And it's like out there working for Red Leaf, which there is a tie to Red Leaf.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was...
Creepy kid is wise. And the way...
He's not... All right, he's a little creepy because he doesn't talk, but that's not his fault. He's a beautiful young man.
It just broke my heart to know that Mom was so broken and devastated by the and it's a year. So she just let the pound, you know what I mean? Like,
she
was
asleep and the gas just ran out.
And just let it.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday afternoon.
You could say like the ending of Terminator 3.
But they're making candles. Is that just part of their lifestyle?
Ryan.
What?
The end of Terminator 3.
Is a nuclear
we're down in the
fallout
bunker
that destroys
Ryan,
all of the earth.
We could just let it happen.
I'm saying
that's
like,
what you're.
It was the whole world.
Let the bombs fall
for her. For her whole world ended. That's how it's like Terminator.
Well, you
3.
were saying just let it happen, and then that's
she.
I took that line from. No, she passed out, and the gas ran out.
And she's getting.
You're not working with me. You're.
She's getting sleepy fucked by Dr. Grant. You fucking. God damn it!
Wait. That's.
I watched this choppily over the last 2 days, and I'm furious.
What comedy was it that they were taking Viagra and trying to stay awake and have sex? It was in a tent. It was like a comedy. You had to have seen this. Fuck, what movie was that?
In Tomcats, one of my favorite Viagra scenes. Do you know
it's where they're counselors and maybe Adam Sandler and Luke.
I'm out already.
I don't know. It's like one of those counselor movies.
Couples retreat, maybe? Or?
No. Anyway, people out there know what I'm talking about. But when you said sleepy sex, they would the guy and the girl would each take not a Viagra. What did I say? What do you call it? Fuck. Not a Viagra. What do you call it when you go to the sleepy pills?
NyQuil. I don't know. It's not my game. That pill game's not my thing, brother. I'm a cannabis guy. I like to get high that way.
I think it starts with a V.
Valium. That's what you're talking about.
No, that's not it. But anyway, and then they try to have sex and stay awake for as long as they can because
this sounds like some weird counterculture thing.
Well, that's your
watching.
T-shirt, sleepy sex. That's what you just came up with.
Speakers in the trees. When I saw them, the way it was shot, and the Y was so beautiful. But I liked the quizzical nature. You see speakers in the trees, and you're like, okay, I'm getting a piece of what this place is like, what the lifestyle is like. Dad was hippie. Something else, and
the speakers aren't working yet.
I mean, who knew? I thought it was just for decoration, but I like how they foreshadowed. Yeah. And the way it looked like there's got to be a greater purpose there.
So we didn't say the part. So when the song comes on, Mom comes out of her comatoseness. Yeah. When she's still in it, and she's like sleepwalking outside, and she sees Defoe from the back playing with the kids, and in her drug state, she thinks her husband's home. She thinks Gerald's home, and she comes up behind him and just hugs him.
Jera, right? Is that
there's an H on the end. Jaro.
That was fucked.
And then and then he turns and looks at her,
and just a slow,
and the confused look on her face.
That was fucked.
You're not my husband.
And I didn't realize how out of it. I didn't know what her situation was.
Yeah, well, the song woke her up, and then she thought he was home, and it was enough to get her out of the bed. Yeah, that scene hurt, And then the kids leading her back to bed.
Super wild.
Yeah,
you talked about a bath scene, and I didn't know if it was them bathing her. Them bathing her and getting her back into place, but
not that one. This one.
So my clip is the bath scene.
Yeah, after dinner. Yeah,
I loved this, and Willem Dafoe talked about this scene in that interview, and he said something really profound. He said, "Thankfully, these were more kids than actors," and I thought that was so profound. And so he's in the bath, and this is what happens. He we've established he's a bather, and here you go. Didn't realize how much bathing he was doing.
What are you doing?
We're getting in.
No, you can't.
Well, we always do.
Wait until I'm finished.
Nah, the water will be cold. And besides, Dad says when we have a bath, it's a shame to waste all the hot water.
Well, I'm not your dad, and I don't think your mom would like this.
Can you tell us a story?
I don't know any.
None?
No.
Not even one story?
No.
What's she singing about then?
She's just singing.
About what, though? People never sing about nothing. Maybe I've ever met her song about nothing. She can't sing a song about nothing. So, what's she singing about?
Yep. And I know if you have trouble with her adorable accent, I don't give a shit. But
Yeah, sometimes the words are hard, but isn't she a firecracker?
all of the commentary when she's asking about, because he keeps playing, operatic music, and
I did nail your clip.
oh,
I
shit,
started
dog.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the first time this season?
This season it is, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That is something, isn't it? Like,
I'm a little tingly down under.
I think you should. You should.
I think it.
This.
Oh, it's the first.
And, the audience is
Thank
a little
you. I'm
late
here all night.
but like, it was so light in his I don't know any stories.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that was Willem Dafoe, you would know because it's so kind of light. And,
Yeah. And it's disturbing to watch because
Oh, I thought it was wonderful.
no,
I thought
uncomfortable.
He handled it. Not at all.
No,
Not at all.
Willem's character is so uncomfortable, and I would be. You're a
no,
stranger.
I think he does.
But what we forgot to mention was this is actually he had gone to the woods and came back again, and the bed was made, and mom's awake now because he took her off the pills,
Yeah.
and so mom's out of the house with Jack Mindy awake, and there's a threat of her walking in with him being in the bath with her two kids.
I don't think she would have blinked an eye, to be honest.
Well,
I was thinking
as we
about that
find out
too.
later, but I mean, for
I was
him,
thinking about that too,
For
yeah.
him, I mean,
No,
he's like, you can't, you can't.
I think, and what's so endearing about this is I think he's doing his best, but like he's clearly taken by this situation. Like even at this point, and
They're soft. They're softening
and as soon
that hard
as
exterior
he
of
has the
this.
conversation with her, and she's like, "I'm not a bad mother," and the scene where she's explaining the speakers and explaining her husband's dream of this, and the eco warrior in me working for Seeds is like, yeah, man, like this commune where there's music and everybody's welcome, and it gives you a little bit of perspective.
Yeah, and then at the dinner scene that night, they reveal that Bike and Sass are made up names because the mother's like, "What's your name now?" I'm Sass, like Sassafras, and then and then she because the boy doesn't talk, right? So the real names are actually Jamie for the boy and Katie for the girl, and then when shit's
Their
going,
real names, like in the movie.
Yeah. So Bike and Sass are just the kids doing playtime and making up names. It's like a thing they do. And having the what do you call it on the subtext on
Subtitles. Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, there is subtext in the subtitles. That's correct. Lots of subs.
Have another beer, Todd. You'll do just
It's
fine.
like The Hunt for Red October. I would have liked to have seen Montana.
Yeah. So this statement by the mom, I did not expect the answer to come out this way. Even after I know what happens, I still think it's going to be different. She says, "Katie says you washed me." So when her and Defoe are out by themselves in the yard, like under looking at the speakers or whatever in the trees that you were talking about. Yeah, I expected that to be like a complete blow up scene, and instead she comes back with "I'm not a bad mother."
Yeah.
Instead of like, "How dare you, strip me naked, put me in the bathtub, and wash me? What else did you do to me?"
So that's when you realized, like, had she walked in, she wouldn't have.
No, I
freaked
still
out.
was having an issue with that. It's just that was when the chemistry between them started, really.
It is interesting
because she looked at it like he was caring for her.
Yeah.
Not like Jack.
Well, I think she realized,
who's the rapey pig.
She's realizing, aside from why am I walking funny, is the idea that, this is a friend who's not a friend, and clearly had a hand in her husband's murder, which is fucked. Just because he wants to.
He owns it all, baby. Welcome to Down Under.
Gross. I like how, and I identified when she's talking about her husband having too many ideas in his head at once.
Yeah, that's you and I both. We a lot of creative types or idea types. We're just that way, and you don't stay on one long enough to get it accomplished a lot of times.
But I like how you see the bike knows what's up. And I
always,
think
and he can't
it's
tell
because his dad, he helps the map. He starts finishing the map, and he's drawing the picture. And he's kind of telling
where
him
the tiger
to go.
is.
And I like how he helps him kind of line up thing. I don't really logistically or from a cartographical standpoint know how he did it, but he lined up. When Bike adds a little bit of blue to the map, it helps him kind of center in on an area, which I think is kind of water. Fun. Right.
And then he identified those on the map and said that's, and then there was a foreshadow of that where they were saying that area is like unexplored.
So when he accidentally finds everybody, and when Sam Neill leaves him, he's like, watch your footing. Isn't that funny foreshadowing? When he finds the cave, how do you find that way of him finding the cave? Was that an easy out? He caught a stick with his eye.
Yeah, the running and then falling down the gut. Well, I could see
what makes him
I
run.
wanted to say that,
the thing?
but what saves it from being an easy out is that the tiger wasn't there, and it was one of many caves.
But what makes him run? Is it the thing? Because you see a little wisp of something, and that's what causes him to run.
It's the tiger. Because they show a quick shot of its back.
It's a little bit of it.
And then he gets the stick in the eye, and then boom, he falls off that like 127 days or hours.
I really liked cinematography wise the shot because it almost made me a little nauseous. And maybe it's intentional because you're meant to feel a little unnerved when you see from the sky, and it's so slow as he's looking down into what's a cave. And you're kind of on the journey because it's really a long draw. Maybe it's
he's waking up from being knocked out from the fall.
It's really a protracted shot, and you're like, "What? This is cool."
Yeah. It's a big reveal,
and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't know enough about what he's looking for, but I think this may be a positive sign. And then I like how
it looks like a layer to me
because, and he even later. When he finds evidence of this thing having eaten, he's like, tigers tend to, because he finds animals with blown out guts and stuff.
This has all the telltale signs of a tiger kill. And he's telling the boy.
He's telling Creepy, and he believes. Like, I think at this point, when do you think he believed there was really one out there? When he found that cave?
He saw it, was chasing it, and then he found the cave. Then he's like, okay, I'm not wasting my time. This is real.
Yeah.
But the trigger event for him to go back was the stick in the eye in the fall. He had to go back and get healed and resupply. And then this is the long scene at the house, where he spends the night, the whole party.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where they really bond. So we had an interesting conversation this past week about about the 2010 Wolfman and the chemistry. So
lack of.
Yeah, I rewatched it because I wanted to know and compare it. Like, why did I care so much in this movie and didn't give a shit in the Wolf? So I rewatched the Wolfman.
Zero screen time for her too
to make sure. I mean? Well, Blunt was on there quite a bit, but
why compare the two?
You can't because
they're horror movies.
No, I'm just chemistry between.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Between the lead and the female lead.
Gotcha.
And here you got the biggest budget in the world, one of the amazing directors, done a million things. The world of the late 1800s, Jack the Ripper time was perfectly. I mean, everything was gorgeous, but you can't account for chemistry, I guess. You just, but yet in this movie, I'm 1,000% in with these characters.
It is fascinating. And one of the best bits of writing is, she's coming out of her shell and she's gotten a haircut. And she's like, I went to the salon, and he's like, I liked it better before.
Yeah. She's like, do you like it? And then her reaction to that was like, instead of being pissed, she's like, oh, he likes me the way
I thought it was a super great.
Yeah. She really liked that. It went the opposite way I thought it was gonna.
And they're celebrating, and this is, part of the, eco messaging of the film is, and this shows you, how tough these fights are, because they're celebrating a moratorium.
Yeah.
So
6 months.
They've put a stop to the work. So again, this is the full economic thrust of your town. And the a job for a lot of your fellow
Help
humans.
me understand what an eco thrust is, because I'm a little confused.
After we stop, I will put a costume on you, bend you over, and I'll show you.
You give me an eco thrust. Yep. Okay, the show.
A lot of the
like.
So there's
hey
tension.
Ryan, we will always have. Oh, I can't just jump to the end. Okay.
Did you feel tension at that? Like they're celebrating? Were you feeling good about it?
I'm still trying to recover from you assaulting me.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, where are we at now?
I was gentle. Remember?
I don't think I can't go there.
The two guys are like, yeah, man, we got a government grant. Oh, here's the big thing.
And what if his name is Free?
Free. Yeah.
How the perfect hippie name.
And the thing is,
Free.
This is a race, to the cure or to the weapon in this case or whatever, because
the weapon, they're not curing shit.
Red Leaf's thing is we do not want other people on this.
They're
so
a
time is of
military
the essence,
biotech.
right?
Yeah.
And so these two young gentlemen saying, "Oh, we got a government grant. There's evidence. We're going to find the last Tassie tiger," and he is like,
which is a competitor to Red Leaf.
Yeah,
and he said the National Forest found tracks.
Yeah,
and the other guy's like, "Shut up, that's top secret." You know, they're all buzzed, right?
Now here's where I get really mad. Here's where I get it's all coming together.
With the three cars,
because the jerks come to ruin the party
because they're 6 month moratorium. They're out of work for 6 months.
Is motherfucking Mindy in one of the cars?
He is. And he bends down and hides so they can't see him. just when you thought you couldn't.
Because I wrote down like his motherfucking Mindy in the car.
Yeah.
And
you're.
How do you even?
Yeah.
So
and then when he comes
sides.
back the next day, the first thing he says, "Heard you had a bit of trouble last night."
Yeah. What a dick face.
And then he uses that to try and get him out of the house.
Yeah.
He says, "Maybe I should find you another place where there's not so much distraction."
Yeah.
Because he wants to get Mama back
and
comatose.
He says, and Martin says back to him, and definitively, we don't need you at the house as much.
Yeah, and that's what sets the whole killing thing into motion. Oh, give it away.
Now, speaking of sound,
because he's taken away his
Jack makes a call, and for all of you ASMR fans out there, he dials so many numbers. Click, 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 click.
I forgot about your phone fetish.
And he says, like, there's a problem with the scientist.
So do you like have the sound of a phone hanging up on a loop?
No,
and then
not in general.
And then like get wild and crazy to it.
I look forward to it. I get amped up,
like in the bathtub, maybe
when it's coming in a movie. And I have phones here that I can do. There's one within our reach.
Yeah,
that I can kind of like like massage that fetish if I need to. You have
a complete.
I can make fantasy phone calls.
The look on your face when you hear those sounds,
Yeah,
and then I'll play the episode 5 sloppy eating. And take you completely away from it.
Yeah, that's a
take
good
you
one.
out
That's
of
a
it.
Great one. That's a really great one. And
Skin of the Tasmanian wolf.
They were talking about, and there's a competing initiative because the forestry or whomever, they're talking about cloning. So, Red Leaf is looking to get rid of this thing for good to capitalize.
He's just pontificating on what they could do with it cloning, if they got it. That you could make a lot of money. But that's the government. It's not Red Leaf that they're working for.
Yeah.
And how about the reveal? So this party goes on for quite a while. And she says to him, the speakers for scientists, for artists, they wanted to have like a Woodstock, and she says, "We're lucky Jack sent you." And Jack's Mindy, Jack is your favorite creep, but
she says we're lucky Jack sent you. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that William so in other words, like, I like you, I'm glad you're here. I mean,
she just doesn't have any other.
Slow,
she doesn't even know what's up.
It's a slow reveal, but I mean, it's not like. And then there's a scene where he's watching her from across the campfire, the other side, and then she looks at him and he kind of looks away, kind of little schoolboy thing. I mean, but they don't like make it. It's like slowly increased each time he comes back to the house.
Yeah,
it's just really well done.
Well, he clearly doesn't have a satisfying, maybe life to go back to. So maybe he's been looking for the right, just newly widowed, drugged up lady
fell
in
into
Tasmania.
His bathtub,
Yeah, I get it. She likes baths. He likes baths. Tasmania, baby. And again, grief. She's going to have a lot of trauma to deal with, for sure, once we unpack the Jack thing. But she doesn't have any trauma to deal with at all. Anyway, trap setting. Let's get into trap setting, because he sets traps, and he's in general, I think, doing really clever things.
Yep.
But in doing so, he's finding little, elements that could be Jara. And then he finds a water bottle, which I love what the journey of this water bottle is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
But when you see this, I'm like, here he is. There's the dead guy.
There was a shiny, he saw
You're waiting for it the whole time.
Across
and there it is.
Yeah, across the clearing, he sees like glass shining.
Shot in the head.
When he picks up the skull, yeah.
What?
I would have.
Oh, man.
I mean, totally out of context, but wouldn't it have been awesome if he like held that skull up and did the Shakespeare line? Because Defoe could just kill that scene.
If he was,
I mean, completely out of context. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to have seen Defoe do that in a different movie. Maybe in a Shakespeare play. Todd, how's that? Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
I'm glad you worked that out.
Yeah.
Did you have a journey? You had a little independent journey right here on the show. You had a little independent journey of your own.
I don't need no stinking therapist. I can do it myself.
That is true. That's true. But I find he plays things uniquely close to the vest, because he digs up everything, he arranges it, he buries it, he uncovers contents, which ties Jara to Red Leaf. And you're like, man. And we find out later that this guy was, asked to find this tiger for them as well.
Yeah, the Red Leaf tie-in was at the house. He found the paper.
No, he finds it out in the field. He finds amongst Jara's stuff a drawing of bikes, and on the back, and I even wrote it down in my half a page of notes. It's Uwe Freiberg, field ops manager, fucking operations fuckers. For Red Leaf.
You wrote down the name. You magnificent bastard.
Because that's the corporate cocksucker. Although he's a field ops manager, so I guess he's out in the field.
We got to drag him out and field dress him.
And it ties to the scene of particular intensity when he says, "You're not going to stop them. If it's not me, it's going to be some other hunter. It's this guy. It's going to be this guy, and they won't be stopped until they get what they want." And it's sad and depressing and true. And that's the message. And I hope that's kind of the takeaway, because, have I befuddled you?
Yeah. You're like, I had to just jump over.
Did everybody hear
3
the
pages
notes flapping
3
around?
fucking pages. You just skipped over on me. All right, go ahead.
What can I do to center you now?
God,
well,
damn it.
We know because of the call from Jack that the Superman bad's going to show up. And Willem Dafoe is being sucked into this life because, he's going to take a day off at one point and like take the family on a picnic, which is fucked, and they've got he's got a job to do, but he's being watched. So when that call comes in, and they're like, "Hey, you're interacting with the locals too much," because he goes to the local bar again.
Right. Well, because Jack Mindy called that middleman.
Yeah.
after,
And that's where you see Superman Bad is there at the bar when he goes in.
After, well, the middleman is the guy in the beginning. The guy that answers the phone is the guy that he meets with in Paris and gives him the job.
Yeah.
That's his title is the middleman.
Right.
So that's who Jack calls.
Way to be specific.
But Jack thinks that he's still calling the college. Jack doesn't know.
Yeah.
Even though he's a creepy asshole motherfucker, like you've clearly established.
Don't like him.
Don't like his character. We love Dr. Grant.
I again, Sam Neill, great actor.
Yeah.
This character,
We don't.
shitbag.
Right. I don't know.
Bag of shit.
Because I love Sam Neill, I just have to make sure we're establishing we're not saying Sam Neill is the character. Yeah.
That's all right. Bag of shit. Jack Mindy, bag of shit.
A bag of donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where was I at? He calls. That phone call was elicited because he told him he shouldn't come around so much anymore, and he loses his shit because he's trying to get him out of the house so he can have his way with mom again.
You mentioned. No. It's all right.
I did not mention enough.
You are, the devil is in the details, buddy, and you and I love Satan. So what we need to do?
No. Where? No. There we go. You play you and your devil music. You muted it too late. I already done it.
I know. The show is officially ruined.
I have reached the buttons, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves. He muted them, so you can keep listening.
It makes me feel good that he knows I didn't mute them. He doesn't know what I did, but I didn't mute them. Anyway, you said he flexed his muscle with the guy is antagonizing him in the bar, and he says like you and that fucking Armstrong bitch deserve each other, and he chokes this guy out, and you're like okay. Yeah. And you see Superman Bad in the bar, but when he goes out next,
what is Superman Bad?
That actor plays a bad guy in Superman movie. That's just what I call
Which
him.
one?
Well, if you listen to the beginning of the show, I mentioned that he plays a bad guy in Batman versus Superman, and I've been calling him Superman Bad the whole time.
Yeah, and I just been going okay, Leo gets
You're in the moment, and that's okay. You're
I need
to
to know which I do know now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Superman Bad's in. He breaks into their house. Willem Dafoe is serious now. He's out in the bush. He's trying to do his thing
because of that phone call.
But when Superman Bad puts the gun on him, what do you think he's like? He's just what is he trying to do?
Well, we find out in a little bit that he was sent to replace him.
Well, yeah. But is he going to keep him alive?
He asked
after he shows the cave.
No. He's there there to take over. He's there to get the job done because Defoe's playing family man.
Yeah.
And
kids making a Vegemite sandwich.
He's spending
men down under.
Wow.
Yeah, there was Vegemite in the movie. Just FYI.
There is.
Yeah, there's a jar of it on a table.
How do you do this? You get the name off of the red leaf, like the corporate fucking name.
I was maybe looking for it. Maybe that's
But that's
why.
what you do. I know.
But I think I hate to say they're like Australian
the
movie.
devil
We have
in
to
the
throw
details.
we have to throw Vegemite.
You are the devil in the details.
My favorite
Vegemite sandwich.
My favorite detail is the guy gets the drop on him, and do you think Martin's got a plan? Because he knows he set the traps. I love. All right, like he's like
how Leo gets.
He gets
how
him,
we know
like,
that for
tied
sure.
behind his back,
Right.
Then
And
he says, "I can't. I can't navigate like this."
Right. So all through the movie, when he's been setting these traps, he's been using his GPS. So he gets his hands tied in the front, and he gets out his GPS, and leads them to a specific trap. Steps around it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So they foreshadowed that whole scene all the way from the beginning.
Well, I don't know about him
by using
walking somebody over it.
By using the GPS, if you watch, you'll see him get out the GPS after he sets the traps because he's marking.
Yeah.
And then there's another scene where he's circling where all the traps were.
It surprised the shit out of me.
He's very systematic.
That's when I was like, yes! I said it out loud. Remember earlier, you may not remember it earlier, but I Yahooed out loud, And I yahooed out loud.
This
when that
was the
happened.
Yahoo?
Yeah, because he steps on the trap, and I'm like, oh. Then
Was there a Google scene?
they ratchet up the tension. Are you trying too hard?
I
Don't. I'm embarrassed for you, buddy. You know what we'll do? We're gonna walk.
You did mute him, you fucker.
I didn't. We're gonna walk into the fire together.
All right.
Because
There had to be at
that
least one person
was
out there that thought that was funny.
awful.
It was awful. I'm sorry.
But they ratchet up the tension because
The Yahoo moment.
Superman Bad's in the trap. Defoe's trying to uncut his restraints. They both have guns. I'm like,
Yeah.
classic tension moment.
No,
and I loved it.
It's Rocky 2.
It was, yeah.
Who's going to stand up first?
Do you know what? Side note, that is a tense motherfucking moment.
Yeah.
No matter, like, I've seen that movie 1,000 times. It's
Yeah.
still,
And
and
they're both grabbing for the ropes.
first time I showed it to the kids,
Yeah.
get up, Rocky! Screaming, screaming, get up, get up, get up. They were losing their minds.
Don't.
That's a special kind of tension, and
Yeah.
I maybe
It's the same thing. It's really well
this
done.
was good, and he gets the drop on Superman Bad, and I've noticed that though throughout these last couple of scenes, the weather is getting worse, and it's starting to snow.
Yeah.
Which makes you feel about how
Which-
awful it is
which
to be
was
in the
real
train,
snow. Yeah.
and in all of this is hard work. And I honestly, the way the movie ends up, I think that snow helped, the final kind of look of it all, and
And that was on purpose. And it got darker and cloudier and colder.
yeah,
Along with what Willem had to do. But in Tasmania they referred to just all that had to do with the elevation. So the real warm and leechy stuff, and then you had the mid-level plateau stuff,
Right.
And then you had this ice cold mountain stuff. It was just simply the elevation in Tasmania.
but
That's
there
the
were
weather you
elements
get.
of it when he's setting his traps, and they show the cold, like it looks miserable.
Oh,
His
yeah.
hands have to hurt.
Yeah.
And he's being very intentional about how he's doing things. And the whole time they set up the end really well, because I see his conflict over what I think he sees as the inevitable end. I think he knows he's going to succeed. And they keep teeing up this like, will he, won't he?
Well,
Will they, won't they?
So the Rocky 2 scene that we were talking about, right?
Going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the button.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, we skipped over some really important shit there.
Go for it, man.
All right. He kills Superman Bad. Did you say that?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I sure did.
Where am I? I'm looking you right in the eyes.
Are you on the island of Corona?
Yes.
Anyway.
No, but I'm not done.
Oh, go for it.
What
Talk
does he
about
find? What does he find on his body?
that. I was just about to say that.
Oh, I thought you skipped because he went past it.
He finds some
Some
items.
He finds the maps that were in his bedroom.
Because I said earlier, Superman Bad broke in their house.
Right, and that's the moment he knows Superman Bad has been in the house. It has been in his den. See what I did there? Is that better than Google?
And how is it going to be when he gets back? Is this going to be a gladiator? Is this going to be Luke finding Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru?
Brace yourself.
Fucking is.
Brace yourself.
God, this was heartbreaking. What the fuck?
And they drag it out because all you fucking come back to is a burnt down house.
Oh, goddamn.
And you're like, what the fuck? Where are they? What happened?
And you know what I'm thinking?
Because Superman, the fucking mercenary was there.
I know he was there, but I'm like, nobody's dead. Sam Neill's a motherfucker, but he's not a real terrible motherfucker.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Sam Neill. It was the Merc. Superman Bad.
I don't know.
It was.
I think
So he goes directly to Sam's house from the burned down house.
yeah.
And we have that big confrontation. This is an extremely intense, super acted scene. I mean, so
They acted the shit out of this.
Dr. Grant,
They had acting boners in their pantses.
he gets the drop on him and comes around behind him with the rifle, and then William
But he says
turns to come at him.
he says
He says, "Don't you make me do it."
they're
He's pointing that rifle right at his chest.
I get that.
He's like,
but
"Don't you make me do it."
He killed the mom and the daughter.
No,
he said they're dead. They're dead.
Yeah, he says, "Where are they,
And the
Jack?
boy-
Where are?" And he's like, half crying. "Where are they, Jack?" And he's like, "The Lucy and the girl are dead. Where's the boy?
I couldn't raise him.
I was too old to take care of him. He's in a good place. He's at a good place." And then he has a meltdown, but he didn't do it.
I think he did.
It was the merc.
No, maybe. Yeah,
Well,
you're probably
why
right.
show the maps and why show him in the house if it wasn't him?
But why just
He wouldn't kill
the-
his squeeze box. He needs that.
I thought he did.
Well,
I
you
still
were
think he
you were
did.
watching it on
It was
on a
it was
loop.
jumbled. It was an interesting. I had an interesting take on it. Maybe
You like
we
took
can
the
agree to
movie
disagree
as a jigsaw puzzle, threw it on the floor,
because
and then put it together over 3
because
days.
he reveals that nobody paid him. You know, like why is he doing all this?
Well, so Defoe thought that he was being paid to watch him, and he wasn't. He was just set up by the middleman. Say, "Hey, I'm sending out the scientist from the university. I need you to guide him out to the area that Jarrow was, so that he can study Tasmanian tigers. And if there's any problems, give me a call." And because when he calls him, he said, "You said if there were any problems, give you a call."
And they killed Jarrow because he was going to find a way to save it. He was becoming a problem. And
Jarrow was against them. He was going to kill the tigers so they couldn't get it. Yeah.
Gosh.
It's
All
a
right.
great fucking movie. Yeah.
Well, he waits by the cave. He's. This is the moment where I'm like, I get it, and he spends these days or whatever, and he's just waiting.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm like, why didn't he just leave? And then it's almost like, well, he's not going to let their deaths die. Gonna die in vain, right? Like he's going to finish the cause.
Why didn't he leave? This is interesting
because he's going to finish the cause. That's what I got from it. His character arc is completing. Because when he goes back, what you're referring to now, he is the most intense, driven. When he's setting the traps, I mean, he's got like a determination that he didn't have throughout the whole movie. I mean, he's really going at it.
Huh. Okay. I guess I didn't really clock.
Flipping the pages.
I don't know if I clocked why. Well, I was on board. I knew. I didn't even think of why he didn't leave. I didn't. Yeah, that was just bizarre to me. I guess he still needed to get paid. What's his finance?
Yeah, I think it's his character arc coming to full fruition.
But he needs
and
to
he's going to
samples.
finish the job for No, he's not. He's done with that. He's going to
So why
complete
does he do it
Jarrow's
and not
job.
leave it?
He's a complete greenie now. He's on the side of them.
Okay, so he, goddamn, he sees it. He finds it.
He's not going to let their deaths go in vain. Yeah, he falls asleep in the den.
But
he's almost like sacrificing himself out there. Like he doesn't care. It's either me or it.
Yeah.
Because he sleeps in its den. And then the ending was a little hokey with the sacrifice, with the tiger sacrificing itself. It was a little bit hokey.
I like how he's not going to do it, and then he breathes in and bam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
well,
breath
it's because the tiger wanted him to do it. And they foreshadowed that earlier, and they said she's the last one just killing every day, waiting to die. And then they show the tiger, looks back at him, stands broadside for the perfect shot.
So,
and then it puts its head down. I mean, that was a little much for me.
Did nobody think about saving it for cloning? Was nobody thinking about saving this thing and trying to breed it with someone else?
Well, the only person to think about it was the guy pointing the gun at it right then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did nobody think to save this thing, take it somewhere, and try to get it to safety?
They didn't know it existed.
Multiply. Do something with it. Don't kill it. Because he kills it, he burns it up, boils its skull, and then I love how he
burns it up, boils its skull.
He puts the ashes in Jara's water bottle, and when that was really, really cool too. Like, that was his way of fulfilling that.
Yeah.
But nobody thought about saving this thing. Did it wanted to die, and it just last of the.
I think he drank out of its skull, like
because when he shoots it and he cries, that was. Huge moment.
Yeah.
That's when I I mean, like I was, my breath was taken.
Yeah.
When
he's at the
when
body.
he goes to like feel the heat of it and probably vastly like dwindling. He's so taken by taking the last of something.
Right.
And
Yeah, but he
and even
he
for
had
the
to
better
do it-
purpose, right? Like
I mean,
because somebody else is
they
gonna,
made it like the tiger wanted him to get it over with.
I like it
because they were going to stop
movie
hunting
making,
it.
That's movie making.
You
I
know,
guess.
yeah, but you know,
But it did, it eluded captivity and spotting for a long time, right?
right. And if it is the last one, there's not going to be
and
babies.
So they
you know?
teed up that it is kind of has a pointless life and doesn't like things, but
And so rather than weaponize it, you know, we'll save the world from,
yeah.
you know, from that whole thing.
There's a line that he says about. Did you clock the last line of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Because of course, it's on page 10 and a half. When
No, it's at the bottom of 11, actually. Hey,
when he makes the call to whomever and says,
yeah, well, he's leaving a
what you're
voicemail.
looking for is gone forever. I was like, look at you.
Yeah. In
That's
your
badass.
face. Yeah.
But he says, and I'm not, you know, don't bother looking for me. Like, you're not going to find me. Because did they have any reason to hunt him down?
What does he say?
But what does he say? I don't remember.
I'm going to see the sights.
But did they have a reason to hunt him down? Do they? I mean, whatever. Like maybe he didn't deliver on.
Yeah.
They paid him, and
I mean, they could put a hit on him, sure,
for just not fulfilling
for
his
not
contract.
fulfilling your contract, and you
so
know.
you think he got paid up front?
I don't know.
I just, I don't know why. Just out of
Half now,
vindictiveness.
half when we get to live with
maybe.
fava beans.
I guess so. There's a lot of close-ups of little dainty bits and livers. What was the last line of the movie?
That one.
Oh, he says, what is it?
Don't bother to look for me. I'm going to see the sights.
So I'm going to see the sights.
Yeah.
That's shit.
And then he goes to the kid.
Well, if that's a fucking rad last line.
Yeah,
I'm going
it
to
is.
see the sights.
Yeah. Could mean anything.
Fuck yeah. And that's when I cried. That's when I cried at the end of the fucking movie. He goes to a boarding school.
Uh-huh.
So, Bike at least somebody cared about him enough to put him in school.
Yeah.
It's a terrible life.
He's in a uniform.
And he's just sitting there talking to nobody.
Like he always did. He just sat all alone on a bench. All the other kids are playing.
But how beautiful is it? Like this kid plays it perfectly. Looks at him, no reaction.
Yeah.
Kind of gets up, no reaction, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then when he busts in,
Yeah.
that's what
he
got me.
mouths. You can't hear it, but he actually like mouths the word, like he says daddy or something. I don't know. They don't actually play it, but the first time you actually hear him or see him attempt to speak in the whole movie is when he's at the last scene and he's running towards him with his arms out, and then they hug, and then you cry.
He says Vegemite. Yeah, that one got me.
Yeah.
It was because the little boy's performance.
Yeah.
Really knocked out.
Yeah, that's the chemistry performance thing we were
And
talking
you could
about
think
earlier.
of, all right, little child actor, right? No lines. All right, great. But I don't think it goes without saying. And just like it doesn't go without saying that anybody could play James Bond, because you can look at, Sam Neill and James Brolin try to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just not
No,
the same.
I could see you putting 100 different kids in that role and it not working like it did with this.
And at some point, how do you know? And like Willem Dafoe said, luckily there's more kids than actors, and man. and Fade to Black, like he has a life, starts to have a life.
And Defoe's arc is complete.
Fuck yeah.
He is now he's now going to be a daddy.
This was straight tremendous.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
I maybe if because you wanted to do the hunt and then you're like, oh, I remember the hunter. And if that's what sparked your memory of this,
it was. Because it was right underneath
I was almost wondering.
Customers also watched.
Oh, really? I just thought in your head, you're like,
no,
oh,
it was. It was that. I'm like, oh, hunter. Then
Yeah.
I'm like, Oh, fuck. I love that movie. I'm going to do that one instead because I found out The Hunt was not an independent.
Yeah.
I thought it was because it was Blumhouse. But it was also like Paramount or Universal or something.
This was, again, I did not understand or I scoffed at the idea of a nuanced or a restrained performance. And I just...
Do you think it was? I mean, leave that critic out of it.
Yes.
What he said. What do you think?
When he's with Sam Neill and he's showing some little rage, and he's like, somebody's going to come out there. That little that little bit of
what did you tell him, you idiot?
Of Henry Osborn, of, the Green Goblin came out. And there's plenty of memes and gifs of him doing that weird Willem Dafoe smile. He looks like a fucking goblin.
Yeah.
That's why he was cast as the Green Goblin, ironically. And that's why I find it so miraculous that somebody like him can disappear into so many roles. Because this is... And I only see him in this role. Weird. Because he's kind of an extreme actor. Like I said, I just saw Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Not to anchor this episode in too much time, but he was hilarious and he was so unhinged and fun. And then he does something like this where you see the weight of his misdeeds in his past in his eyes, and you watch him awaken to life with her, and then she's fucking dead.
Yeah.
With the loveliest little girl in Tasmania. Fuck you.
Jack Mindy, it's all your fault.
Fuck you. And
you made that fucking phone call.
I've been hating him all day, and I'm sorry.
Well, he put it in motion.
Yeah.
If he hadn't made that call.
Cocksucker. Anyway, so I think I might have to push us back into a cityscape or something with the next film. We'll see what happens. But
Bring us out of the woods, Ryan.
as we do, this movie has some reviews, and I'll end us on some reviews.
Okay.
There wasn't any real consistency with the bad ones, and I don't really remember too much about how it was in general. But here's a 1 out of 10. How horrible! How horrible! What a horrible and disappointing movie. It was so good through 3/4 of it. It was compelling and compassionate, and then it turned into absolute dog feces. The so-called hero of the movie got almost an entire family killed, murdered an extinct animal for a futile purpose, and then was considered good because he bothered to visit the single surviving orphan child of the family he got killed, a child he could not adopt because he is a single male. This was a great movie that turned to absolute dog feces in the last 30 minutes. I don't think I have ever seen anything so disappointing as this movie. Please don't watch it if you have even the semblance of a brain. Disgusting, disappointing, and depraved, even on a depressed level I cannot even describe.
So
dog feces.
I actually feel sorry for him because he missed so much.
And he couldn't bother.
The payoffs, all the payoffs that we talked about.
Because he's a single male.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
I assume it's just Australia, and if you want to just take a kid, take one. They're troubled.
Put it in your pouch. Put it in your pouch.
Put it in your pouch and go, mate.
Have a Vegemite sandwich. We are. You do that pretty good.
Wow.
I don't have the accent, but yeah, I feel bad for him that he missed the payoffs that we felt were there.
Yeah,
we felt it delivered.
Yeah. Yeah, this was really, really amazing. All right, so we have a 10 out of 10, and it's titled A Tribute to Josh Lore 1. Josh Lore 1, you stole my thunder! That said, I admit that I could not have written as succinctly and with beautiful passion the way you have done here. A goof here and there is irrelevant. No nitpickers required. You have covered every inch of the narrative with all the appreciation this stunning movie so richly deserves. And I can only add to your words with full agreement that this movie is deserving of far more accolades and true appreciation. Faultlessly presented and unequivocally recommended, Michael.
So what was it, Josh? What? Lore? What was that?
I don't know. Anyway.
It sounded like he was referring to the book.
No, Josh Lore 1, another beautiful review. So if you want to find that
that's
one, review
who
that
the person is.
Yeah, that review was a tribute to Josh Lore 1's review.
Josh Lore 1 is the guy who wrote it.
And you know what? I think blame the actor on this one. We may be, hip deep in the future, maybe in a city, maybe in a gritty city movie. I don't know, something old, something funny. I'm feeling super inspired by this.
Sci-fi? You gonna take us into
I don't know. I'm feeling
Alien Romulus, maybe on tap? We could do that. That's independent, right?
You're a bizarre human being, Todd.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait. I'm going to say one more time, we appreciate everybody who sticks with us through all of these episodes, no
thick
matter
and thin.
how long they may be. And again, our intentions are to give you some great content and some beautiful references and some great T-shirt ideas.
I mean, if nothing else, your description, your reference to the size of Willem's appendage.
It's well covered territory. Well covered territory already.
Listening, people.
Well
you're
covered.
Amazing.
Well covered on other shows.
You and your high def TV.
But thank you for bringing this to me, my friend. This is another one that you've gifted to me, my man.
I'm so glad you had because I didn't know if you'd seen it or not.
This one was a fucking ball. I loved it. And I balled.
Not having seen it before,
I balled.
Made me excited.
Well, Todd.
Yes, Ryan.
We'll always have Monty Doro.
Who are those guys? You'll love it. It's just a little independent.
Love it. It's just a little independent. You know what I mean? You're about to say.
You'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
Love it. It's just a little independent. Like it's just
like I'm introducing a movie to you.
Like you're about to.
All right. Yeah.
Just a little independent.